Surprise, motherfucker.
Greetings and salutations from the My 1 Cent podcast. And man, as it felt like a minute that I said that. So, not to bullshit too much and laggy, what is it, loggy-gaggy around? Loggy-gagging? Forgot to say it. Around too much, because I'm not going to go into all that bullshit where I was going, oh, it take too long. Fuck that shit. You know these gentlemen who are joining me. They've joined me many times. They're the only ones that have joined me other than Justin. So obviously, Alex and Brandon, welcome back. Gentlemen, how's everything? How's everything been? It's been like forever, so I don't need to hear a lot. Just, you good? You guys are good? Everybody's good? Family's good?
Everybody's good, Bren. It feels great. We have two animals on our team, so a cheetah and a penguin.
And a penguin, bro.
We are good in South Beach right now, baby.
South Beach, yeah. Well, South Florida, because I don't really. When they say the Dolphins, I don't think of South Beach. Like the Heat, they'll say South Beach, but I don't think of the Dolphins that way. South Florida, but anyway. So yes, as Mr. Biete was referring to, there's a lot going on down here in South Florida regarding the Miami Dolphins. Okay, just again, welcome back. I don't know if I said that already. What should be and always is another great episode. I can't see. I'm rusty, man. I'm rusty. I'm rusty and I'm crusty. Okay, so a lot has happened since the last time we were here. Obviously, I don't even remember the last episode we did, what we talked about. I don't remember what part of the season we were at. None of that shit. I should have maybe done a little research, but whatever. I was busy cooking some fire-ass pasta. And so we'll run through it real quick. Obviously, Brian Flores got fired. I wanted him gone during the season anyway, but then I knew once he had that run, it would save his job. I thought it would save his job, but it didn't, obviously. So, and a bunch of shit came out afterwards, and I'm glad it's gone. It's over. Boom. Fast forward from there to now, Mike McDaniel, obviously the new head coach of the Miami Dolphins. Young, energetic, smart. Oh, they say all the right things they say about him. He's the smartest guy in the room. He's young, he's fire, all that shit. So he's a guru. We'll see, because we've done that many times, and it's always the same shit. So got the new head coach. Now we're in free agency. A lot of things are happening, and like I said, it's an exciting time to be a Miami Dolphins fan right now. We've won free agency before in different ways, but this one feels different. This is a different feel to the winning of the free agency. Like Tyreek Hill, I didn't even know that. Now, one time during this whole thing that name ever even crossed my mind as him possibly becoming a Miami Dolphin at all. Maybe because I haven't been paying attention to last year. You guys are more involved with the keeping sports in your life as far as watching it more often. See, I haven't been able to do that as often as I wanted to, so I'm a little lost. I'm a little behind. So maybe it's something that I didn't know was happening, but I don't think anybody knew, honestly, that Tyreek Hill was a possibility until they came out with that tweet, the Jets and all that. So we have that. We have the Armstead, right?
Teron Armstead, yeah.
Armstead, yeah. I didn't know he was in the league for 10 years already, but he's an offensive lineman, so it's all right. That's like a prime and shit for them.
Yep.
And now the only thing I've seen people say, you said it, I've seen people say that they're happy with the other moves we made as far as bringing back certain guys that we've already had. The only one that I'm not really great on, like a fan of, is the Preston Williams one, honestly. I don't know. The guy's always hurt, drops passes. Justin gave me a stat the other day, which I thought was pretty. 17 games, I think it is, and he's actually played 7 touchdowns. It's not bad. That's a pretty good number for 17 games, but it's so spread out. So you miss him so much that it really doesn't make a difference what that number, because it's like pointless. He doesn't play that often. So bringing him back, I guess, I don't know how thrilled I am about that move. But Agba, obviously, I'm glad he's back. Which Omar Kelly looks like shit. Apparently, he said that he wasn't coming back, or that shit he had done about he wasn't happy or wasting his career down here or something. I don't know. Cool. There's a lot. Yeah, there was some shit going on Twitter about him, and Omar Kelly had reported something like that about some talk that Agba was saying he was wasting his career down here. He didn't want to be a Dolphin anymore or some shit. But then he ends up signing, and then everybody started pounding on Omar Kelly or some shit for it. So I don't know. Okay, there's a lot going on. So let me come to you guys, because I hit a wall there for a second. So I'll come to you guys. Brandon, I'm gonna come to Brandon first. I know you like being second, so I'll go to Brandon, or third in this case. Sloppy third. Is there a third? Dirty thirds? No, I don't know.
Dirty.
Dirty thirds. So Brandon, here we go. Come to you now. What do you think so far? What we've done so far, Coach? Off-season moves, free agency. Let's see. Come on. I know you got a lot.
At first, I still have my doubts about it. I did not like the McDaniel hiring. I wasn't a fan of it.
I was not aware of it.
I just thought he was too young. I just thought he was too inexperienced. He's never called plays. That was big on me.
That's the one thing I thought about.
I just thought with the just kind of what the roster was, but like with the defense, maybe a couple pieces on offense. I thought they were going to go with more like a Doug Peterson. Even I'm gonna say I'm the guy from that he was the coach of Atlanta.
Oh no, I didn't want Dan Quinn. No,
Dan Quinn. I would have liked him. I would have minded, but I was really more hoping for like the Doug Peterson, offensive guy, veteran, been a head coach before.
I would have liked Peterson.
Just with Mike, and then you saw people on Dolphins Twitter kind of like when 49er games were coming on, it was like, oh, look what Mike McDaniel did, look at the offense. I'm like, but this isn't his offense. He's not calling the plays. But then as the offseason went on, I guess people were confirming that he was designing the offense. Like Shanahan was just calling the plays, and you're kind of seeing it now. I mean, guys that he's going after, just the impact, bro. The impact on offense, like Tyreek Hill. God knows what he's gonna do with that guy now.
Who are you gonna cover, bro?
Obviously there was a lot of talk about Miami going after a big play receiver. Did not think Tyreek Hill was one of them, bro. I really did not.
No. I heard Allen Ross. There was those lower the guys under him. I didn't get never ever in a million years thought him.
Like Allen Robinson was like a thought at the beginning, but I don't really think he kind of fit. Especially if they were trying to replicate what they're doing in San Francisco, I don't really think he fit.
And I wasn't paying Adams $28 million or whatever the fuck they gave him over there in Vegas.
Tyreek Hill is perfect for the offense. I mean, like I said, it's crazy. I still don't think he's on our team. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm still like.
And it's just the way it happened, bro. You signed Tyron Armstead, arguably the best left tackle in football, maybe behind Tyron Smith. And then 16 hours later, you trade for Tyreek Hill. Like, it's great. I think it's the biggest trade Dolphins have done since probably Ricky.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah.
I was just telling Alex earlier today, like
on an impact level, like what he's done for his other teams.
Yeah, bro. I was in high school when I was in class when I got the notification that Brandon Marshall got traded. I remember how big that was when we traded Brandon Marshall. And now, like, this just blows that out of the water. You know what I mean?
This is bigger than – this is as big – this gets right there with Ricky. Ricky was huge, and this is huge. This is a six-time Pro Bowler who's still fucking he's –
in his prime.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean, I do think I feel like the guaranteed money is a little high. I don't know. But if you know what? Fuck it, bro.
You know what,
bro? The good thing about the guaranteed money, and me and Alex have been kind of going back and forth. I have a friend of mine that he was telling me about it. The guaranteed money is good because it essentially makes the Tyreek Hill stuff like more of like a 3-year deal. Because he has, I think it's $6 million this year, 25 the year next year, and then I think 27 the year after that. But I think the last year of his contract is like $50 million. Like, he's not going to see that. You know what I mean? He's just not going to see that. And I don't know, man. I still, like I said, it's just crazy that we got him, to be honest.
It is. It really is. It really is.
And early on, like, Miami came into the offseason with the most cap space.
Yep.
And you kind of just saw their moves. Like, they started with Chase Edmonds. Then they started with, and then I think they followed it up with Cedric Wilson. And then they signed Raheem Mostert, which I love Raheem Mostert. I love that signing more than I like Chase Edmonds, to be honest. But they didn't really make that splash. How does Miami really – they come in with the most cap space and they're kind of signing little pieces. They're not signing the big fish. So whatever, long offseason, and then bomb. They hit you with Teron Armstead. Then they hit you with Tyreek. And then now, like those other moves like Cedric Wilson under Tyreek and Jalen, it makes that signing better now. Like, it makes the Cedric Wilson signing better. It makes Mostert signing better. It makes the Edmonds signing better because now it just opens up a lot more holes for them as far as the whole.
We'll see. We'll see. So, did we lose our first rounder this year, so we don't have 29?
No.
No, that's gone already. That's gone. Kansas City has that pick.
Yeah, I'm not going to the draft party. Fuck that.
Well, you got to, bro. You got to.
For what?
You have to come
stand there for fucking 2 hours and watch everybody else pick. No,
bro, let's go have a couple beers and shit. We have to celebrate the Tyreek Hill trade.
I can celebrate it just fine from my fucking living room.
we already drafted. We got Tyreek Hill at 29.
There you go. Fuck it. Done. There was a few points real quick before we get to you, Alex, about that Justin had mentioned about Tyreek. He was the Tyreek with Alex Smith, so he didn't slow down when Mahomes got injured, and Matt Moore was the QB. So, like, you look at a lot of that, and you're like, it doesn't matter who the quarterback is. He's a stud, and you have him on your team, you can still. I mean, but we saw that with Waddle last year. I mean, what Tua was able to connect with him, and I don't think it's a question of Tua connecting with this guy, bro. It's just. Obviously, being that this guy's an offensive guy, McDaniel, I'm very confident, feeling confident and excited to have a guy who's offensive minded out there. Because, man, the offense is always so
flat.
Bullshit. It's bullshit. It's garbage. This guy's a running back guy, so let's see what he does with these guys. Because I'm tired of also this fucking roller coaster. What do you call it? The horses, the thing that goes around in a circle,
like a Ferris wheel.
Merry-go-round.
The merry-go-round of running backs here is fucking bullshit. Now we don't even have a pick in the first round to get a guy. So,
but do you
let's see what these guys do.
Do you guys believe, like with Mike McDaniel, like now adding Tyreek and having Waddle and Wilson, and you really think we're going to be like a run-first offense again? Like still,
I don't think so. I don't think all his weapons are on the outside.
Right.
And a lot, and that's not one guy. He's got plenty of weapons out there.
Be prepared to see Tyreek Hill and or Waddle in the backfield. Like a lot of
motion. He's gonna do a bunch of stuff. Yeah, correct.
A lot of motion. They're not only gonna catch the ball. It's gonna be a lot of hopefully some innovative type play calls.
Well, I mean, don't you think this would open up the running game for whoever's back there? Because
now
the defense has guys. They have to.
I still have some doubt with the
Tyreek and Waddle.
Yeah,
Who are you gonna cover?
Yeah, I'm gonna touch up on it now, but it's like I'm still a little concerned with the offensive lines, even with Armstead and Connor Williams. I still think we need a center. I'm not really sold on Michael Dieter as a center, to be honest.
No,
and I don't know about
centers coming out in the draft.
There is. Well, we don't have a second round.
We don't have a second either. Oh,
no. Yeah, and also, I don't know about Austin Jackson. That's.
Well, this guy was brought in to play what?
Left tackle. Left tackle.
That's another thing, though. But Tua is his right side.
Yep.
That needs to be protected.
He may not be the quarterback.
Teddy Bridgewater. Oh, here we go.
Nope. Think bigger, maybe.
No, we're not making a move for a quarterback.
And I want to apologize on behalf to Chris Greer. I wasn't one of them, but it took a little while to get Armstead. A lot of people on Twitter were like, "What's going on?"
Yeah, why is it
Greer is fire Greer, fire Chris Greer, and also to Brian Flores, go fuck yourself. The whole Stephen Ross is racist. Get that out of the way. That's dumb. We have a black GM and a biracial coach, so I don't know where they're coming from with that.
McDaniels is pretty white.
Hey, he's half black.
It doesn't really show,
I know.
On the outside, So if somebody looked on TV and never knew that and saw him, they'd be like, "Hey, look at that white guy right there."
Chris Greer made it happen. He got it. He got whales. He got a couple whales signed over here.
Look, it's like any team. You hit and you miss. Nobody's gonna do perfect on every fucking pick or every signing.
And I want to call out the following reporters: Rick Bucher. I have you on my paper, and Mark Schlereth. I don't know if you guys heard him today. They said that it doesn't matter that they got Tyreek Hill, that Tua cannot throw the ball downfield, that Tyreek Hill's gonna miss Patrick Mahomes more than Patrick Mahomes.
That's all right. When he's counting that money, he's not gonna miss nobody.
And that and Mark Schlereth specifically, who I respect him as a player, but he said that you don't pay that much money to a slot receiver. So I don't care if it's a slot, an X, whatever he calls it, bro. All the receivers right now that are good, right? Let's say Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs. I can name a lot more. Where do those guys primarily play? In the slot. And Cooper Kupp. I forgot. My God, Cooper Kupp. He's not a burner. You know what I mean? Like. It's ridiculous. Some of these experts are like ridiculous. Okay. And
and what the fuck is Rick Bucher talking about football? Isn't that the guy from basketball?
Yeah. But
dumbass.
But we're gonna see now because Patrick Mahomes has had the luxury since his rookie year to have two all-world guys, Tyreek Hill and Kelsey.
Kelsey, yeah.
His whole career. Now, there's nobody on that team besides Kelsey that you're scared of. Nobody.
No.
There's nobody on that team. Because they don't have that deep threat is gone. Juju, come on, bro. That's guy. I'm sorry, but that's nowhere near Tyreek Hill. Not even close. Okay. Nope. Bro, I'm excited, man. I'm shocked. I'm still a little shocked, to be honest, because nobody knew about Tyreek Hill until a couple of days, like yesterday, right? Like I had no idea they were even this was even happening. And you know, when it said Jets or Dolphins, like, bro, there was no way that Tyreek Hill was considering the Jets. Like, no. That wasn't happening.
I mean, that's the first time I heard about it. I saw that tweet. Jets, Dolphins, talks with. I'm like, nah, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, like, you know what you guys were touching up earlier. Like, you know, McDaniel wasn't my first choice either. I wanted Doug Peterson. But if you look in the NFL now, you know, a lot of the best teams are Rams, right? The Rams, the Bengals, Green Bay, Tampa Bay. What do they have in common? All those coaches are offensive minded. All of them. Zach Taylor, McVay. All those guys are offensive guys. LaFleur.
Guys, talk amongst yourself for a few minutes. I have to
go.
2 seconds.
Go ahead. Yeah, bro. So it's like, as I was saying, like, these are offensive coaches, and the league is offense right now. You got to score points. Yeah. This is not the 90s and early 2000s anymore with Ray Lewis and, you know, Ed Reed. Those days are over.
It's not.
The days of scoring 14 points a game and you're going to win a game is not happening anymore.
And I don't know what they're talking about Tyreek just a slot receiver. Tyreek plays outside just
it's ridiculous, bro. Like, I'm sorry, we had to pay the guy. Yes, I get it. It's a lot of money and we had to give away a lot of draft capital, but bro, that guy is a top 2 receiver. Sorry. Like, you got to pay the guy. Like,
I don't agree with he only plays slot. Like, he's a slot receiver. He plays everywhere.
Yeah.
He's effective everywhere he lines up.
Yeah, you know, and then some of the moves, you know, I didn't like Preston Williams either. I didn't like him. I didn't understand it because, I mean, maybe for depth purposes, you know, but he's not going to sniff the field because right now you have Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Cedric Wilson. I'm assuming is going to be a third receiver, and Devontae Parker he's the odd man out. I think he's going to get traded.
I think he's going to get traded too.
He's going to get traded, or worst case scenario, they may cut him if nobody, you know, they don't like the offer they're getting. Yeah. They you know, I think you could probably get a 3rd or 4th round. I don't think you'll get like an early pick for Devontae Parker.
I don't even think a 3rd rounder. I think you get like a 4, maybe. I think you get a 5th, to be honest, bro. I don't think that. No, I'm being serious. Because
for Devontae Parker,
you won't get anything better.
I wouldn't mind keeping him, but for you know, that guy having that receiver.
Okay, bro, he's making what, $9 million right now?
Yeah, he is.
Like, I don't think. Wow. You can't keep. He's essentially in this offense right now. He's a wide receiver 4. Like, you're not going to pay that much money.
No, and you know,
you're going to pay more money to him than to Cedric Wilson. Well, Cedric Wilson's going to probably be on the field more than Parker is.
Right.
You know, but
yeah, man. I mean, we are definitely a lot more competitive now versus Buffalo.
Yeah. In
our division, because that's the goal first. We got to win our division because we've lost the last 6 in a row to Buffalo. We haven't won since Josh Allen's rookie year.
Yep.
So that, and we got that home. I was at that game last year at home. We lost 35-0, and that was probably one of the most embarrassing games I've ever seen in my life, as a fan. And Buffalo fans near me, you know, rightfully so. They whooped our ass, but I'm tired of it. I think we're a lot more competitive against Buffalo now. We can match them. If they put up 30 points, we have the potential to put up 30 plus. So
we have to do it. We haven't done it.
We gotta do it, bro. I mean, look, McDaniel said, look, we gotta fix this. We gotta score points.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing missing. That's because our defense obviously is. I mean, some people don't say elite. I think it's elite. I think it does what it does. It does it in an elite fashion to me.
Right.
So. And every defense is going to break down at one point or another. They're going to have a day where they're going to give up 35 points to a Buffalo. You know, it is. I remember that game too, and everybody was bitching about the offense. I'm like, yeah, but don't forget your defense gave up 35 points. So like, let's not act like they held them to 10 points and we couldn't score. You know,
for whatever reason, man, I don't know what it is, but every time we play Buffalo on a defensive standpoint, Josh Allen has all day long. We can't put pressure on Josh Allen. Like, for whatever reason, Van Ginkel forgets how to rush a passer. The only person that was giving consistent pressure was Ogba. You know? But I'm excited too for Jaden Phillips because this will be a full year. The guy's gonna play every game.
Full year, yeah, me too.
Like he wasn't playing every snap until like week 5 or 6 or something like that.
Let me tell you, bro. Nick Greer. That's another thing you want to give.
You didn't like the pick, by the way. You didn't like the pick of Jalen Phillips. You wanted
Najee
Harris.
A lot of people,
yeah.
I didn't either.
Okay. Some people said we picked the wrong UM defensive end at the time.
Oh, Rousseau.
The other guy. Yeah. People said we should have picked him. I'm like,
I mean, you can make an argument that's still up in the air. I mean, Rousseau had a hell of a season for Buffalo.
I have no idea what kind of season he had.
Yeah, he.
Listen, this kid had a hell of a year for the time that he was. They kept, I'm sorry,
limited in a limited role.
Fucking,
yeah,
that kid's gonna be a stud, bro. I'm sorry. As much as it hurts to say inside to say that a UM player is gonna be good, but this is football. This is the NFL. I don't care about where you came.
I'm with you though. When we drafted Jalen Phillips, I was like, bro, this is a fucking reach. This is crazy. I didn't like it at all. I did not like it.
In a limited role, Jalen Phillips 8.5 sacks, bro.
8.5 sacks, yeah.
On man, I mean that's great. That's great.
What's the other guy have? What was his season like?
So
Gregory Rousseau. Let me see.
Last
season, 4 sacks.
Oh, okay, whatever. I get it.
Yeah.
Still not bad for a rookie year. Good. I don't know how much he played.
But, staying on the defense, I think we need another linebacker to help Jerome Baker a little bit. I would love Bobby Wagner, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Were you the one that told me about Tyrone, the honey badger?
That's what I'm understanding. Per my source, Brandon.
That's a big one.
Yeah, like I said, we nailed those 3 picks.
I have a funny story.
That's the best draft in Chris Greer's.
And that was 1, 2, 3. That was back to back to back.
Yeah, that was
great picks.
Point something out. Last year, all the fans bitching. Remember that we were at 3, and we went down to 12, and we traded back up to 6 to get Waddle. Everybody bitch. Oh, we give up a first rounder this, first rounder that, or whatever. So between trading down and trading back up and selecting Waddle, those picks turned into Jalen Waddle, Tyreek Hill, and Javon Holland. I promise you, nobody's bitching right now.
No.
Well, yeah, I saw a tweet about that today. That actually has a lot more to do with the Tunsil drive, with the Tunsil trade.
Right.
If you're keeping score of the Tunsil trade, like that, all that trade gave us, and we still have 1 pick left. I think 1 first rounder left from that whole thing. Mm-hmm. Whatever, next year, right? So that's crazy, bro. People, that's crazy.
Hey, listen, if it wasn't for that video, him in the mask, this would never happen.
No, I think Dolphins have.
He would have never fell to us, so
because he would have been like a top 5 pick.
Yeah, he would have won number 1. I think the Dolphins should just do right and just bring Tunsil back, bro.
That'd be actually kind of funny. That'd be funny. That'd be hilarious, actually. How's he been doing? How's he played in Houston? Has he lived up to anything?
No, when he plays, he's a stud.
Yeah, he's fine. It's just
I don't remember. I don't keep up with that shit with other guys, especially offensive linemen.
They don't have a good roster. I mean, it's just that simple. And they just gave away. Obviously, they traded Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, what do you guys think about that?
It's as far as what, like in
what
general?
Did they give up? I forgot. I didn't see what they gave up for him. I didn't. I just saw that he went to Cleveland, and then they released Mayfield.
No, he's still there.
Mayfield.
No, Baker's still there. Baker's still there. I have a feeling he might go somewhere. I don't know, because Seattle, I think they're gonna go a quarterback in the draft. They might get like the Malik guy.
They got Geno Smith.
They got who's the guy they got? Drew Lock. They got Drew Lock.
Oh, they're in the trade. Okay.
Yeah, Seattle.
Let me tell you, that's some moves. That's some crazy shit. That Wilson going to Denver. The other fuckhead from the Colts.
Matty Ice.
No, Wentz going to
Washington.
Washington, and then Matty Ice going to the Colts. That's crazy.
So to acquire Deshaun Watson, the Cleveland Browns gave Houston 3 first-round picks. So a first this year, 2023 next year, and 2024.
At one point last year, with all the shit that was happening, I would have done it. I would have done it at that moment, my weakest. But I'm glad we didn't do it.
Well, yeah, we would have had to give up something like that.
That's crazy. I know. That's
something like that.
I mean, I get it. If he plays and all this shit is gone, if he plays, the guy's a fucking pimp. I get it.
Even with the moves that Miami made now, because I was listening to Cameron Wolf, I was listening to Louis Riddick. Oh, if the Dolphins would have traded for Deshaun Watson, like they wouldn't have been able to do these moves that they're making. I'm like, bro, at the end of the day, the quarterback is the most important.
Yeah.
So I'm taking Deshaun Watson over trading for Tyreek Hill, over signing Teron Armstead. Overall, those two moves, I'm doing it all day.
Yeah, the thing is,
Well, look, we still have two first. I think not next year, but the year after.
No, next year we got 2023. We got two first rounders.
Okay, so that's another thing. That
and the thing is,
if Tua doesn't make it, then there you go. We got two first round picks right there. We drop those to move up. I don't know who's coming out at quarterback in that.
Well, in 2023, Bryce Young is coming out from Alabama.
Van Dyke, baby. Van Dyke.
Oh my god!
But let me tell you, bro. Let me tell you.
Look, you're making me drop my mic. That bullshit.
Deshaun Watson's gonna get suspended by the NFL.
AR-15. Don't forget about AR-15, boy. That boy coming.
Anthony Roberson.
Oh man, Anthony Richardson, dude. Quarterback for the Gators. Ooh,
yeah,
AR-15.
He's unproven. We'll see.
No thanks.
We'll see.
Let's see. But Deshaun Watson's getting suspended.
There's no Mullins now.
Right. Yeah,
he did that bullshit, and he got hurt too last year too, and he didn't play a lot of games because he got hurt. But when he played, he would have played against Alabama. I'm telling you, I still think they would have won that game. But anyway, whatever. I'm not going into college. So you're good.
No, I'm saying Deshaun Watson's getting suspended.
Is he still going to get suspended?
Yeah. The NFL is going to suspend him.
So why don't they just do it already and stop fucking around?
I don't know.
That way these people can plan this out right for themselves and
know
what they're going to do. It's so stupid.
There's a lot of outrage still, especially mainly like the female reporters from like the media. Like they feel he shouldn't play it down until everything is resolved.
Are they really female or are they transgender?
Molly Karam is female.
Transgender reporters.
She's a biological female. But she feels like a lot of the mainstream media, they feel that he shouldn't play.
That'll be a transition later for those of you listening.
Yeah.
I have a couple funny comments on that one.
So are we a better? Do the Miami Dolphins have a better team than the Browns?
Hell yeah.
With Deshaun Watson, obviously.
I don't give a fuck if I don't care who they got.
No, I'm asking. So you're saying we're better than the Browns, correct?
Yeah,
I think so. Team.
So are the Miami Dolphins right now a top 5 team in the AFC?
I would say so, bro.
All right, name them.
On paper.
Name 5 teams. Let's just name 5 teams. Kansas City, I think, is not in the top 5. That's my opinion.
Really? Why?
Yeah, I don't think so.
You still have Mahomes. You still
listen,
have...
like, people are under.
Bro, I don't know. Patty
people are underplaying how big of a loss that is. It's like it's not Tyreek Hill's not like a scrub.
But I mean,
this is not a
AFC.
As long as Patty is there, bro, it's different animal.
Okay, so how about this? Let's do
but
this.
anyway,
I mean, I don't have one, but you probably, I'm sure, Brandon, you can come up with one in your head now. Go ahead. It seems like you had one, so go ahead and let's see.
Alex, you can finish, and I'll go.
As I'm saying, I want him to go ahead and finish. Yeah.
In no particular order. If I could say 5 teams that I think will make the playoffs 100% in the AFC, Buffalo.
Agree.
I'm gonna put Miami. I'm just saying it right now. Miami. I'm in no particular order. The AFC South. I don't know why. I think Tennessee's gonna take a step back, and I honestly like Matt Ryan on Indianapolis. I really do.
I like them too.
I like the Colts to make the playoffs this year because every year there's at least 2 or 3 teams that don't make the playoffs the previous year that make the playoffs the following year, and that's gonna be the Dolphins and the Colts. That's my opinion. Dolphins, Colts, and Chargers are going to make the playoffs this year. Mark my word. Yep, bro. With Bosa and Khalil Mack, that's nasty. I
didn't know they got the kid from New England.
JC Jackson.
They was talking about us going after him, but
the problem I have with the Raiders, even though they got Chandler Jones, with Max Crosby, which is really good, and Devontae Adams. Shit, come on.
I don't know what you mean. They got the Mag attack, bro.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Forget about the Mag attack.
Who's that?
Mac Hollins. He signed with.
Oh yeah, but the problem I have with
the Mag attack, man.
The problem I have with Las Vegas is their secondary is really bad. Yeah, they have to address that. That's their problem. So and then the Broncos and the Chiefs to me are on the fringe. They're on the, and I think Cincinnati.
So you're saying, wait, the Broncos on the fringe either of coming up and the Chiefs going down? Is that what how you're doing it? Okay.
I actually have the Chargers.
I don't see how you can do that with
Mahomes. I have the Chargers winning the AFC West.
Okay, I don't have a problem with that.
I agree with that.
Because listen, if I'm the Miami Dolphins, all you have to game plan for is Travis Kelce. That's it. Who else on that team are you going to game plan for? Hilaire's always hurt.
Mahomes.
No, but I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
I'm just saying he can do things on his own too. It's
there's
not just him having to throw the ball only.
I give Patty Mahomes the respect that I would give like Rodgers, like whoever's out there, bro. Make it happen.
Well, we're gonna find out because this will be the first time in his history that he doesn't have a deep threat.
Have him. Yep. Yeah. I mean, they can draft a guy too. I'm just.
I mean, as far as
and then the AFC North, bro. Now with Deshaun Watson, you got the Ravens are gonna come back.
Is Roethlisberger coming back? I don't remember.
No, Mitch Trubisky is their starting quarterback.
Oh. Where am I missing all this news? Jeez.
And the Bengals, they had obviously, and they improved.
You know what is funny about that? Because I said I was okay with them losing the Super Bowl. I wanted Stafford to get his thing, bro. He deserved it after all those years in fucking Detroit. Yep. But these guys are so young; they're gonna be there again. I don't think this was a fluke. And now they can build on that team on certain parts of the defense. Maybe they need to fix whatever the offense, but they're young. I'm jealous. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little jealous because they're building something of youth. For years. So that's what I want. I want years. I don't want a flash in the pans for 2-3 years, win a Super Bowl, and then we're shit again in 2-3 years. Like I don't want that.
We got to win 10, 11 games minimum to make the playoffs. If we don't win the division, we got to win 10, 11 games minimum.
Crazy.
If right now. It's the easy, like I'm just going off the top of the list from the site. So I'm Buffalo.
Yes.
Cincy.
Yes, because I don't think they're a flash in them. I think that they're legit.
So you have Buffalo. Is that in order or just?
No. I'm just going off the top, and I'm just naming teams. So I got Buffalo. I got the Bengals.
Yep. My homeboy, go. You can say my homeboy. It's okay.
I got.
It's okay.
I have the Chargers.
So obviously you don't have you have Buffalo winning the division then.
I have the Chiefs
with us. I'm just
I gotta put the Chiefs up there, bro.
Hey, I don't disagree with you, and I don't disagree with you. I understand what you're saying. I'm pointing at Alejandro, and I understand what you're saying, Brandon. You're both making points. We'll just have to see what happens, how it plays out.
But roster-wise, I think we're better than Baltimore. I think we're better than Cleveland. I think we're better than the Broncos. I don't care about Russell Wilson like that. I mean. Seattle has been a fucking.
There's like a love affair with Russell Wilson, but let me tell you, Jerry Jeudy and who's the other guy they have? Cortland Sutton. That's not DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett.
No,
that's not even.
Go after Metcalf.
Green Bay called Seattle.
Like Indy doesn't scare me, bro. Like Matt Ryan,
they have Jonathan Taylor, but they don't have weapons outside.
I have Miami.
This kid can stay healthy. What's his name? The junior, Pittman Jr. He's all right.
Yeah, he's not bad.
I have Miami right now. Who else? I said Buffalo, Cincy, Chargers, and this is in no order. The Chiefs or Raiders are kind of flopping, and then I either have Miami as the fifth.
I don't see the thing with the Raiders, man. I
see either the fifth best team.
Hard to stop.
Depending on how people feel about the Chiefs and the Raiders, I have Miami at 6, at the lowest.
What is it? Because you gave a face when I said that I don't see the thing with the Raiders. What is it?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know aside from the Miami Dolphins and maybe the Chargers, who's gonna stop Darren Waller, Devontae Adams, and even you could even say Hunter.
Oh, that's right. You know what?
You can even say Hunter Renfrow.
I take a step back. I forgot about we just talked about it too. I forgot about Adams. Okay, and of course Matt Collins. How can you forget that?
I mean, the Raiders defense is going to give up 30 points a game, so it just depends.
But they're going to score,
So
40 probably.
That whole division is going to put up like 40 points a game, but allow 40 points a game.
It's going to be a very offensive.
The Chiefs defense lost. The Chiefs lost a lot on defense too. They lost Honey Badger. They lost that other corner they had. I mean,
so he's a free agent? Is that what he is?
Yeah, Kansas City's not signing him at all.
I didn't know that. I thought he was.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I bet you one thing. I bet you that the AFC's the AFC West. They're gonna lead the league in points scored overall for a division. I'll tell you that much.
And the thing is, I have one of those.
Blow it out the water. Ain't no division gonna come close to the points that they're gonna put up.
We need to go 5-1 in the division. The Miami Dolphins.
I have one of those two. Teams in the AFC West like flopping.
Which one?
If I had to guess right
I think Denver. I don't think Denver's going to be that. I don't think they're going to
go. Denver's definitely one, and it's going to be between the Raiders and the Chiefs. In my opinion.
Yeah, we need to go 5-1, or we need to split with the Bills. We cannot get swept again by the Bills. We got to split.
If the rumors are true that Miami's not done making impact moves,
I mean, like I said, you mentioned the Honey Badger. I haven't heard anything else regarding a linebacker or anything defensively, really.
I would like a center. That would be
I think
nice.
Miami wins a division, to be honest.
Oh, you heard it. Wow.
You heard it first here, people.
Yeah.
I just don't. And I understand the matchups. I understand the teams we play. I don't think people understand. Like, bro, Miami literally won 7 in a row with just their defense.
Oh my God, I hate that so much.
Why?
I hate that we did that. It was stupid. For what? It was a waste of fucking time. You put us in a shitty place even to pick for this year. And I mean, I get it. We had expectations. If it would have flopped, if it would have been the other way around, and we had 1 7 in a row first or whatever, I'd be going crazy. And then I'd be super disappointed because we lost.
Really, remember, bro. And then in some cases, it's a blessing in disguise because now that we picked so late because of San Francisco, we were able to trade it for Tyreek Hill, and it wasn't.
I get it. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
You know, that's not a bad way to look at it, of course, obviously. But I'm just saying, it's still. I hate it. I hate that we do that.
No, but what I'm saying
that we do that.
I understand.
It's not the first time. We did it the year before too.
What I'm saying is Miami won 7 in a row, literally defensively, bro. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. Miami won. I don't know one game that we've had during that 7-game win streak that the offense won that game. You didn't see it.
I don't remember one.
And now you add
maybe the last game.
now you add not one, but 4 impact players on offense, bro. Weapons wise, I mean,
not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4.
I mean, bro, you added Cedric Wilson, Tyreek, Raheem Mostert, 5 really. Raheem Mostert, Chase Edmonds, and Teron Armstead.
Yes.
These fucking running backs, bro, it's pissing me off.
And I was actually surprised that we re-signed Ogba. I thought he was gonna leave.
So did I, because when I told you that I heard that thing with Omar Kelly, I was like, oh damn, that sucks. And I was like, he's not really wasting his career here. That's crazy. But I mean, look, again, we've done it. Anyone who's listened, we do this every year. We get excited. I mean, this is stuff to get excited about. Everything that's happening right now is exciting. Yeah. And you go back to last year. You go back to the drafts that we made. We didn't like the Phillips at first, but you can obviously, not even a blind man can say that we didn't hit on all those first 3 hits. Right. Those 3 guys. That was insane. That was just you don't see that. You don't see 3 picks in a row.
No.
Hitting on all 3 picks in the same draft, just like that. Boom, boom, boom. And lightning, except for Phillips, who they brought in and out, Holland and this guy were complete impact players. Yeah, bro. From to me, the moment they hit the field with this.
You can argue that Jalen Waddle was definitely our best player on offense. That's no doubt. But you can argue that Javon Holland, towards the end of the year, had more of an impact on that defense than even X did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was out there. Boy.
Yeah, but hitting on
that guy's fired, bro. Fuck.
That's what people don't understand. Hitting on draft picks like that allows you to do these things. Now you can go and trade other picks because you have not 1, but you hit on 3 draft picks in a row. That now you can go get a Tyreek. Now you can go and sign Teron Armstead. And I know you're saying we always win the offseason, blah blah blah.
Well, not always. I'm just saying though, it's this time we actually go.
This is not
get all this on the field, and it all translates to the field and victory. That's the point. That's what we need.
The days of
We've never signed a guy on the line like Teron Armstead. Never have done that.
When we got Dominican Sue, Mike Wallace, Brandon Albert, it's not to this level though, man.
It's not.
These are whales.
And then Tyreek Hill, bro, that came out of nowhere.
Other than Jake Long, who we drafted, who was an all-pro for his career.
It's crazy what they did.
Have we ever had a top 10 offensive lineman? Because I think at one point Pouncey was a top 10 center, obviously.
Tunsil too.
I think at one time was probably the best center.
I guess, yeah.
Tunsil was really good.
Yeah, Tunsil was a stud as a rookie too.
Yeah, Tunsil was really good.
All right.
But you can say right now, Miami on their roster has 3 players. I don't think we've ever had this since God knows how long. We have 3 players right now on the roster that you can arguably say are the best player at their position. Teron Armstead at left tackle, Tyreek Hill at wide receiver, and Xavier Howard at corner.
Yes.
You know what? But Holland is a pimp too. So, I mean, I'm sure there's safeties out there that are better, but I mean, I don't.
Holland's a
For
stud,
a
bro.
rookie, bro, that guy's a fucking pin, bro.
I think he'll be a top 5 safety.
Yes, he will. He's already, as far as I'm concerned, in my eyes, that's what he's gonna be. So
It's
like, I'm not even
fantastic.
worried
It's
about it.
fantastic. We got that whole class on a rookie deal for 3 more years. So we
Yeah.
got the time.
I mean,
is now.
can they pull some stuff? I don't. I always,
Well,
I
they
don't
could
delve
request
into the.
They could request an extension the year that they're up. But I mean, the time is now, man. You gotta go.
Can you
all
sit
in
out
now.
on a rookie deal? Can you come into camp and say, yeah, I'm not doing it on a rookie deal, or that you don't have that? You gotta have that veteran.
Well, I mean, if you hold out, you're gonna get fined.
Okay.
Yeah, you could lock out, but
I don't know if there was anything different with the rookie deals or to the more veteran deals. But yeah, so yeah,
I mean,
it's a good time.
What's gonna be interesting to see is what happens with Xavier Howard. You know, there is rumblings they might trade
There's
him.
always rumblings.
There is there is rumblings they might trade him to get like some draft capital back.
Why? Why?
A lot of people. I mean, like you know who Big O is? The Big O Show.
Of course, bro.
He's very adamant.
Did I tell you I saw him at a
I think you told me, yeah.
the Sports Grill in Miami Lakes next to
He doesn't. He goes there.
Grill.
He does a show there sometimes.
Yeah, and this was the Sunday. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
It was it's kind of depressing. It was like, man, it's a Sunday. He's in here, fucking. I don't even know the radio station he's on and shit. It's crazy.
He does it on YouTube.
I think he does it. Yeah, and he has his own like stream or some bullshit.
Well, but I don't know if you've seen the show recently. He brings a lot of like local reporters on, like a lot every day.
That's all he can do. I mean, who
like Cameron Wolf, I think, is on there from NFL Network.
Mm-hmm. I liked him. I used to love the Big O, but I don't know what happened to him, bro. He just got. I don't know. I used to love. I used to call him all the time. We talk about Sons of Anarchy and The Shield, the TV shows and shit. And I talk to him a lot.
With Big O is most recent, and somebody asked him if Brian Flores is still here, does Miami make these like savvy moves? And he goes, no. Verbatim, he goes,
hell
no. Brian Flores is a cock blocker. He thinks he's Bill Belichick.
I always said it. That he wanted to try to be Bill Belichick, but he couldn't. You don't have to be Bill Belichick. You can be Brian Flores with a twist.
Well,
I'm just saying.
His ego took over.
I cannot agree with people saying he was a bad coach. I'm sorry, bro. Back-to-back winning seasons is not going to tell me. It's not going to tell.
I don't think.
I agree. He's not. I don't think
he was a bad coach.
He just wanted.
And if it wasn't for his stupidity, he'd be a head coach right now, somewhere else.
He just wanted.
He didn't pull this stupid shit.
He wanted too much control.
See, the funny thing is, I didn't even like all that stuff came out later after they fired him and all this shit, trying to sabotage Tua, and I'm like, wow, I would have never thought. I thought everything was harmonious and shit. It was just a matter of just breaking through and winning that game. Like the last game every year, we're in playoff, we get destroyed, and we don't make the playoff. But I think he's a good coach, and I think if it wasn't for this stupidity, he'd be a head coach right now, and not a special defensive assistant to
I think he'll be a coach. He'll be a coach again in a couple years.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, he'll be a coach. He'll be a coach again.
So, like I said, it's great to be a Dolphin fan right now. We'll wait. We have to wait and see what happens. I want to see training camp starts and all this shit, and we'll have other shows regarding the team and the season coming up and predictions and whatnot. Even though they're a waste of time, but so like I mentioned earlier, transitioning as we somewhat wind down a little bit. This is one of those things, man, that just gets to me. I've been listening to it a lot lately, and it's funny. I find it funny. We make jokes and shit, and I don't care whoever's listening if it bothers you or not. We're gonna speak our minds on stuff, and if it's funny, it's funny. And you know what? Nobody told him to put on a fucking women's bathing suit. So, and I'm referring to the individual who's a biological male and won the women's. Yes, I said women's NCAA national championship 500 meter. I don't know what swimming thing. I think it's just straight up. It's not a butterfly or the other ones that they call. I forget it's the butterfly, and then they have what's the other swim? The backstroke.
The breaststroke.
The breaststroke. Yeah, and then I forget what the regular one's called. Just the regular swim. 500 meter some shit. I don't remember what this is. Normal swimming. How about that? I don't know.
I have no clue.
So anyway, but now okay, look, bro, I don't, you want to live your life as a woman, that's fine, bro. Go ahead. That's fine. You want to dress like a woman, fine. But I think now when you're in this situation where you let a biological male compete with women, And as far as these women, they work hard, man. They train hard, and as much as they train and all that, they're never gonna be physically a male in that sense of we're stronger. I'm not saying we're faster because I'm sure there's women that are faster than some men out there, but overall, you know what I mean. We're just genetically, we're a little more. I don't want to say advanced. I don't know. Whatever. Did you see the picture of him too, wearing the bathing suit, standing there? That's so hilarious.
It looks so disgusting.
Now, Justin made some points. Whatever. The guy, he had to transition for like 2 years before the NCAA let him even compete. There was a whole. It wasn't just, hey, I'm here to swim with the women. There's a process.
Keyword he.
Correct, and I will always say he. I will not call it a she. People want to say she. Justin kept saying she. I'm like, stop calling her a she, bro. It's not a she.
Transgender, transgender is not a gender. There's only two genders, male and female.
Male and female. That's it.
There's no such thing as trans. Yeah, this is the new civil rights movement. Transgender.
This is insane, bro. You know what I said? Nuts. I don't know who I said this to the other day. I said, for all the shit that women have been through throughout the world, throughout the time of the world, this has to be one of the worst things to me, that they get shit on like this and say that now you're going to let a man compete with us who we can't beat. Now, there was some stuff saying that he lost a couple of meets or whatever. So I don't know. Let
me ask you, because you're technically a father right now. So let's say Leah Thomas is playing against Emily in volleyball.
I'd be pissed.
How would you feel about that?
I'd be pissed. I would not. No, in fact, I should have. I tried to look for the video, and I couldn't find it. Apparently, there's a video from people who were at the swim meet, and that's not a pun that this gentleman has meat between his legs. It's just that's what they call it, a swim meet. That's what he has, a penis. Supposedly, when they went to give him the award, nobody clapped, and some people were yelling, "He's a man!" It's
I'm
like
40.
Play with me. I'm a man. I'm 40.
Not to cut you off, but a huge upset. The #1 overall seed, Gonzaga, goes down to Arkansas.
Wow. That's crazy. That's just crazy.
It's all right.
I mean, and Kentucky, it was nice to see Kentucky go down in the first.
They were like plus 400 Arkansas. Wow.
Tomorrow night, the U Sweet 16.
Oh, Jesus Christ, bro. So we already at the Sweet 16?
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
And anyway. And we're playing Iowa State, the 11th seed.
But to go back.
What is UM seeded at? I don't even know.
I think it was 11. 10 or 11.
10.
Okay.
I know Florida didn't even make the tournament. I don't think right now. No.
Florida, no. NIT.
They got invited to the NIT. I hope they declined that shit. I hate that stupid tournament. That's so dumb.
That's so useless. But no,
what do they call it? There's a name. There's a joke name. Not something tournament. Not important or something. I don't forget what it was. Okay, go ahead, Alex.
What that really means, to be honest.
Look at it. No, it's National Invitational Tournament.
That's what it is.
Yeah, National Invitational.
There was a joke name for it, like non-important tournament or something like that, because it's stupid. So go ahead. My bad, Alex. Go ahead.
No. I mean, as you guys know, with this situation, I mean, when he was in the men's swimming, he was like ranked like 300 something, some crazy shit. Then all of a sudden, he's #1 like in every category, known to whatever women, right?
He's also #1 in the size of his penis compared to the other ones because they don't have one.
This is a
problem.
This is a disgrace, and it's a slap in the face to women and to Title IX, because it took a long time for Title IX to get.
Long time for that.
And bro, listen, I'm not a father, but if my daughter was there, bro, I would be fucking pissed.
Yep. Okay, well today I heard. I'll come to you, Brandon. Give me a second. Today I heard some audio. I was listening to a podcast that I like, the Part of My American, and they were talking about this situation. And there's this lady who did a report about the girls on the team, that they're transphobic because the girls expressed this. They didn't want to shower and change in front of the guy. They didn't want him in the same locker room with them. And so they're like, well, what do you mean? That's being transphobic. And the lady went as far as to say that the girls should be kicked off the team because they refused to change in the same locker room with a male.
Yeah.
Who's still a male. He's a man. Like,
this is only This is only going to get worse. This is going to
It's
start
gonna
happening.
get worse.
This is going to start happening in women's college softball, college soccer, and imagine
I can't even wait for the first softball one. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that.
Imagine
Holy shit.
Imagine this starts going to the WNBA. You have a biological male basketball player who all of a sudden becomes a female.
Well, look, we have a biological male who's kind of like a transgender female to me in the NBA right now. That's LeBron James. He should go and play for the WNBA.
For the LA Sparks.
Pro sports won't ever allow that. Like, actually, you bring up LeBron James, but let's say LeBron James just had a fucking sex change, and I'm a woman now.
LeBronia.
You really think that they're gonna let a grown man like that go to the WNBA?
The way things are looking now, shit. Who knows?
Yeah, but remember, you're looking at it from a college standpoint. Professional sports is a mafia, bro. They will not allow that.
I agree. I would hope that they would have more sense. You know what I'm saying?
Remember, pro sports they're a mafia, bro. Like NFL owners, like, bro, they don't give a fuck that it's known that they're like racist. Like, they don't give a fuck about what you think.
Who cares about
Listen, I may be racist, but I'm a fucking billionaire, so I don't give a fuck.
Fuck what you say.
Yeah,
my money's green, bitch.
There's actually
no, but look.
There's actually been some, before I let you go, there has been some states that have already passed bills that ban transgenders to go to transgender.
I think Florida was one of them, no?
I don't remember, but I know a couple states have already. Yeah.
Or I think we're in the process of it. You know what? It's a shame that we even have to go to the lengths of
it's ridiculous.
Banning it. Yeah, it should just be common sense to say, listen, I'm sorry.
And this is even worse.
I don't care what you wear. You're not a girl.
This is even worse in high school sports. Mm-hmm. And not many people talk about it. This is even worse.
And the funny thing is, I don't care, honestly, what you do. To be honest, I don't care.
And tennis, imagine a guy playing women's tennis.
Oh, my God. And I'm going to tell you something. I said this.
Go.
Hold on, let me say this. I respect the ones that go all the way. Like, they cut it off and they get titties and they do the whole. I respect that. But even that person has no. What I mean is, like, I give those props because they say, regarding the transgender who just want to maybe dress like a woman, but he still has a penis.
Yeah,
I'm saying I give props to the ones that say, you know what, I feel like a woman, I'm gonna be a woman, and they go and they do it all. Even then, those to me still don't belong in any women's sports. I don't give a fuck if they got a vagina now.
Man's body, bro. Like, it's still
a man's genetics. It's not. I don't care if you're taking pills, and they say that lowers their their maleness or whatever. That's the word I'm using. I'm not trying to get science and shit, but the testosterone or their hormones or whatever goes down. I don't care.
Yeah,
he's still a man. It's still a man.
And there's been a lot of high profile women in sports that have come out and said, listen, it's okay for me to respect the decision and support it, but I can also not be okay with them competing in women's sports. Like, a lot of people.
Well, a girl who lost her spot on the team or on the meet because of the transgender person wrote a letter to the NCAA, and she's like, "That's bullshit. I work hard. We all do. We all train." She just figured, and look her up. I forget her name, but she was all state, all county, all that shit, all conference, all that shit, all world in her sport in swimming in college.
Yeah, because
this bullshit.
Yeah. They interviewed Bruce Jenner. They interviewed him a couple days ago. He's like, bro, this is not right.
Yeah.
Fucking guy. What a fucking hypocrite, bro.
You know?
Yeah, but even didn't he push for some bill? Because I knew he was running for governor of California.
Yeah,
right.
Push for this, though.
Not to this
No,
level.
not this, but he had pushed for a bill like going against it, I think. Or did he not? I think he praised it. I don't remember. He said something. They made fun of him on it.
California is the last state that will ever pass that.
Yeah,
that's like a super
liberal
state.
Shithole. It's a liberal shithole.
Yeah, everything is free there, and it's a shithole. And if you don't live like in Beverly Hills or LA,
it's not. I know people aren't gonna. There's gonna be plenty of people. Whoever might listen to disagree with this, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but it's the reality is it's not cool, man. It's not cool.
It's wrong, bro.
It's not cool. These girls work hard to get where they are. And you're just gonna shit on all that by saying it's okay that this guy who couldn't cut it with the men decides now he wants to be a woman, and he still is a man. He still has the penis. And
Look at the difference. Look at again, it's different. I saw that.
Oh, the Legion of Zoom.
The Legion of Zoom. I have to wear.
Okay, but who's the third Zoom there? Mostert?
Tyreek Hill, Waddle, and Mostert.
Oh, okay, Mostert. Okay, let's see how much playing time Mostert gets.
Legion of Zoom.
Just
another burrito.
Look at the difference between the NBA and and WNBA, right? Like,
yeah, one has penises, the other ones don't.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, look at when you watch the WNBA, those girls have to train and get ready for a season too, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying they train as hard, but they train. They put the time in just like the NBA players do.
Oh yeah.
You watch an NBA game on one screen, you watch WNBA, bro. Just the natural movements alone, the speed.
It's just totally different.
It's
Totally different.
It's not comparable. And now you take a guy in the NBA that decides, hey, I'm gonna be a woman now, and you put him in WNBA. It's not fair.
Dominant. I look at it, I've seen a few of them, and I look at them playing. Sometimes I feel like they're even looking down at the ball when they dribble and shit. It's like, I don't know. It's so weird that like their layups are weird. Everything. It's like you're gonna.
Look.
No, and you want to know one more thing too, real quick. That you mentioned, the way the women train and all that. And remember, most of these bitches are moms, so they got pregnant. They had to have babies. They had to get back in shape, into professional basketball shape after having a child. Something a man never has to do in their life.
Exactly.
And then you're going to shit on that too by bringing in a man who has none of those issues. He doesn't get his period. He doesn't have menstrual cramps fucking 7 days out of the month. But, and that bitch has got to play like that. No, man.
Imagine if you say that anywhere, you're a sexist.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I love sex, so that's fine. Call me a sexist.
That part I don't care about. But look, I'll give you an example, right? I play a lot of softball. And the other day, I got invited to the Naples to play a co-ed tournament. So basically, it's like it's a 10-man roster. You have to have at least 4 girls in your lineup, right? So
biological females, yeah.
Yeah. So it was a draft, right? So, bro, there's this girl that we signed. Her name is like Cheyenne Jenks or some shit like that. She's a conference player for women. Conference player. Like, that's the highest level of softball you can do. That's not NCAA. That's not professional. Conference is the highest. Damn. She came into our team to play in a co-ed tournament, and she was a monster. But you put a guy, our whole entire men's lineup, and bro, just the swing, the running, the way you track a ball, the way you catch a ball, the way you catch
everything,
different, bro. It's different,
and it's not a shot. It's just what it is.
Bro, what it is. I can go pick up, and this is just from natural ability. This is just from natural movements. I can go pick up a team off the street right now, a 10-man lineup off the street to play softball, and play against the top 10 conference girls that they have, and they won't compete. It just won't. It's different. You can't do that. It's different.
Yeah.
Okay, now if you're talking whatever, semi-pro, whatever the fuck you want to call it, but put them up against the #1 women's softball team in the NCAA, and you don't think they can compete with a backyard men's team here in a fucking a local. I'm just saying because you tell what I'm saying.
But because a lot of I'm taking into consideration just the movements, tracking balls.
I get all that. But you're talking about people who are
a lot of stuff
before NCAA, for example, and the girls in the NCAA are really good.
Well, I'm talking about the softball. I'm talking about the softball that we play. Remember, we don't play.
I get that. No, I get that. I'm just adding another level to it at this point. Your softball guys that you'll bring up from who that you play with. You're saying that the best girls from the conference that play can't compete with them. But I'm asking, do you feel like the best NCAA women's softball team can compete with those backyard softball guys you're bringing in?
I have to say, yeah, bro. A lot of stuff. A lot of hits.
I'm just asking.
No, I know, but I'm gonna give you an explanation. A lot of hits that the girls get, it won't be hits here, because my guy's gonna have more range than the average girl's gonna have. I don't care what kind of athlete you are as a woman, in my opinion, at least.
What about the pitching as far as the women? Because the women, those fucking college girls, bro, they pitch, bro.
There's a girl that played. She played for NC State. That was on my last co-ed team. And I went. I was like, yo, I kind of just want to see how it is. He was a pitcher, and I'm telling you right now, bro, I can't compete in that. That's tough. Okay.
Fuckers throw
she's like, I was like, first of all, she goes, okay, I want you to go the distance that it is to pitch in the NCAA. And bro, first of all, it's like 46 feet. So remember, I'm
right there.
You know what I'm saying? So she stood and I was like, oh, okay, it's right here. And I'm like, wait, what? And she just went.
That's a big ass ball to get hit with.
Just went zap. And the pitch was right down the middle, bro. I went like this. What the fuck? Just like that.
No, the pop. I can imagine the pop in the glove too. Pop.
But it's just, and look, and I was more amazed of just how they pitch underhand, the angle. because
the way they do that and the speed that they can develop with that thing is like
you're seeing maybe 80 miles an hour, like 75,
I see
80
70, 75. Yeah.
You know, that's high
It's a
from
lot,
that.
dude.
But
It's a lot.
really,
For underhand shit.
yeah, like I played baseball, so I'm used to this. I'm not used to.
We can see
I'm
the
not
picture in the background.
So if you put me in a season and I'm facing 95 all day, that's it. I'm timing it. But bro, it's just remember these girls, they fucking swing their arm and the ball. You know what I'm saying? It's different.
You're having a fucking seizure.
And then she wanted to be funny and was like, "Oh, you see, you can't compete here." Like, bro, give me like 50 at bats facing this shit. I'm fucking taking you 400 feet. You know, it's different, bro. A girl's not gonna come and face 95 and hit it 400 feet. It's not gonna happen.
Again, like I said, it's not a shot at anything. It's just the reality of what it is. That's it. And it's unfortunate that we're at the point we can't just say no.
You know, it's different. In college softball, why is the fence 280 feet compared to college baseball? The fence is 345 feet, 360.
Of course, obviously.
You know what I'm saying?
And look, and I'll say this, and you get one of these, you get a college a female NCAA women's college basketball player, and she will destroy all three of us at the same time on the court right now.
Right.
So there is women who obviously are going to destroy certain men. I'm not a professional basketball player. I think I can handle myself enough. I think you guys have played basketball all your lives that you can handle yourself to a point. But I think if we played against one of these top college girls, they'll fucking run circles around us.
Get destroyed. Yes.
We'll get destroyed. So it's not that they can't beat us. Of course they can do it. But on a professional level, just the level of
different. It's just different.
It's just different. It's just
even at the college level, bro. And we're bringing up the college level because the swimming stuff is in college. It's in NCAA.
Right.
You know, it's different, bro. All the athletes across the board.
Got some shoulders. Where the podcast I was listening to, they were laughing. They're like, "Look at the shoulders on," because she's standing up there, or he is standing up there with his little spaghetti strap, a fucking bathing suit with no titties and shit, looking like a gymnast because they don't got no titties and shit. And
I do want to say one going off track here. I want to give. I do want to get off track for 2 seconds. I was supposed to say at the beginning of the show.
Get off track because we're about to shut down anyway. So go ahead and get off track.
I want to congratulate Victor on the new house and thank the Lord it happened because bro, your Wi-Fi is fucking A1 right now.
It froze on me a few times, but I guess it wasn't me. I guess it was one of y'all this time because my shit
fucking Wi-Fi is A1, bro.
Can't complain, bro. It's rolling clean.
So
like I said, it's crazy, it's unfair, and honestly, just to leave it on this. Until the real women, the biological women, stop competing, this is not going to stop. They need to leave the arena empty. This is a time that I think people need to stop. Like when the NBA had done that other bullshit, they were going to protest. You know what? Don't fucking stop playing. Go fucking play basketball. It ain't going to make a difference that the cop shot that motherfucker over that motherfucker because you dunked on this guy now. Go play basketball. These girls need to stop playing. They need to shut it down, and they need to let only the biological males go play by themselves in the arena and see how many people go see that. No, that's what needs to happen. I'm sorry. That's what these women need to stop. Stop, because this is not going to stop until they stop. Plain and simple. It's just ridiculous that they're doing this to women. I'm sorry. And I be calling them bitches and all hoes and all shit. I say all that stuff, but it's all in, it's all in good love, hoes. I love them hoes. But it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So, gentlemen, anything to say on the way out? Any parting words? Anything?
If
on top of it, not just what we talked about, just anything that you might want to bring up before we leave.
Shows that you guys have been watching on Netflix? Have you guys watched? Did you guys watch the Ozark?
I'm behind on Ozark.
There's a new season, right?
Yeah, they just started. I'm catching up to Yellowstone. I don't know. I think you told me you watched Yellowstone. No. No,
not me.
Oh, well, 1883 is great. That's a great fucking show. I like Western stuff. I like cowboy shit. So 1883 is a prequel to Yellowstone, which is the Kevin Costner show about the ranch and all that shit. It's really good. I'm on that. I'm actually rewatching Dexter again. I don't know why. I just started watching it again. Well, I watched the new one that they did, which I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody. I'm just gonna say that I didn't like it. I thought it ended like shit. I think that there were certain plots. The plot just didn't work for me. And it feels like it's a shame. They should have just left it where they left it the first one. and that was it. It could have died right there for me, and I would have been happy about it. But yeah, I don't like what they did with the new season, the new one the reboot, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, the reboot.
We're watching The Last Kingdom, which is the new season just came out. We're rewatching season 4 because we missed it.
Is that show good?
I think so. It's just you don't really. I mean, you like the way they talk in those shows and shit.
Yeah, I'll die.
It's,
Yeah.
it's Uhtred, son of Uhtred, Uhtred of Beppenberg, or whatever the fuck. I come to claim my birthright and all this shit. So, I think you'll like it. You like all that shit, but I don't understand half the shit they say, to be honest with you.
Right.
You eventually understand what happens in the scene, so you know, oh, that's what he was talking about. But it's hard because that accent and those times, the way they spoke, and you know, somebody the other day goes, "Where's your kin, boy?" I thought of you instantly. Me and Veronica were like, "Oh, bro," we had to crack up. And the guy was like, "Where's your kin, boy?" What was that? Oh, actually, this is it's a limited series on Netflix. Babe. Godless. There we go. On Netflix.
I've heard it's pretty good.
It's a limited series. It was in 2017. It is really good. We watched it. It was pretty dope.
Okay.
It was pretty cool.
God, what's it about?
But it's a Western thing back in them days. Let me tell you, bro. And I guess we'll go out with this. Unless you have any shows you wanna promote there, not promote, but anything you're watching.
Has anybody seen that the show of the Lakers Winning Time or whatever?
I'm gonna watch.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
I want to check. I want to check it out. Just
is it a show or is it just a what? Is it just documentary?
I think isn't it a movie?
It's like a docu series or some shit like that.
I thought it was just a movie.
Yeah.
I'm good on that shit.
My girlfriend, I started watching Inventing Anna.
It's there. I'm looking at it, but I don't know.
Got into when I started watching, she was like in the third show, like in the third episode, and I was like, oh shit! So I just watched the rest of it, and I went back to the beginning.
You guys have Amazon Prime?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's where Inventing Anna's on Netflix. My bad. Amazon Prime. They have Reacher, the Jack Reacher show. It's pretty good. I like the guy.
That guy's fucking jacked.
Huge, bro. That's jacked, bro.
That guy.
You know what's funny? Go ahead.
He should have been the actor in actual Jack Reacher, not Tom Cruise.
That's funny. You know what's the funny thing about it? The character himself, Reacher, he's supposed to be a tall guy.
Yeah.
And Tom Cruise is a short dude, so they had to always the angles had to be like up or some shit to make him look taller because he's not. But he did good. I thought he did good.
He's not physically imposing.
No. This guy's a fucking. But this guy, I remembered him because he was on that movie with Kevin Hart, The Wedding Ringer. And he had a stutter. He had a stutter that made me laugh. He was like, and he'd shake, and then he'd just take his shirt off, and he's ripped. I'm like, this guy's hilarious, bro.
I remember, yeah.
Let me think real quick before we go on the show. I think I mentioned that. All right, let me ask you guys one question because I remember I was talking about the Western stuff, and I tell my girl this shit all the time. If there was a time in the world, an era that you can either visit or live at for a certain amount of time to see how it was, what would it be? And I'll tell you mine so you understand what I'm getting at.
Go back to an era and not make the error again.
No. Just to go to another era in time to just see.
I was gonna say because if you can go back in time to redo an error, not do it again, it would be drafting Noah.
No, not an error. An error like ERA, not an error as a mistake, dickhead.
Yeah. I will go back to the Noah.
Of course, I would love to go back and change 1,000 different fucking things. But what is that? Waddle?
Panthers win.
Oh, that's another thing. I was gonna bring that up in the earlier stuff. The Heat #1, the Panthers #1.
Panthers
it's crazy.
Panthers won 50% off Papa John's tomorrow. for those that eat Papa John's.
So what I was just gonna get at was that the West, the Western time is the time that I would have liked to have.
Wild West.
Wild West is a time that I would have really liked to have gone and checked out. That would be a time I would have loved to see, experience, and see how people really lived in those times. I don't know why it fascinates me, the horses and the guns and the whores and the drinking beer and it's like nobody had jobs like they now. Like it was the society was being basically built, there with railroads and small towns coming up, and you had land that nobody had. It was nobody's, and you can claim it for yourself and then build your, from that point on.
I'm looking.
It's fucking interesting as fuck.
I'm looking through Netflix right now to see because I feel like I've watched almost like every series on Netflix.
There's just a lot of shit. There's just too much stuff to watch, bro. There's
like
too much.
series wise.
Too much.
Yeah,
Too many
it's
things
impossible.
to watch.
Yeah, it's impossible to catch up to everything.
But documentary wise,
All right, well, look, I'm not gonna go through your Netflix list now, bro. That's for that. We'll read a list next time, and we'll do it that way. I'm not gonna go through your Netflix.
it's not
Gentlemen,
it was just
listen.
one that I saw that was
Okay,
good.
well, while I let us out, think, and then you can drop it at the end. It was I'm glad you guys came back. I'm glad we were able to get this going. I've been wanting to get an episode done since I moved to the new place, but I haven't really been able to settle my spot yet. So I'm glad we did this today. It's good to be back. Let's get together again. When the season gets closer, we'll do something else that isn't necessarily sports, but we gotta just figure out a couple of things. And we'll get back out here, bro. And I appreciate you guys coming out and spending, an hour with me today. Hopefully people enjoyed. So thank you, gentlemen. And we'll talk soon. Fins up. You know how it is. Heat #1, Panthers #1. Oh, and don't forget the Miami Dolphins Podcast, Instagram and Twitter, Miami Dolphins Podcast Gmail, the YouTube, the Miami Dolphins Podcast on YouTube. Go subscribe, like, the bell, rate, review, all those things. So from me and the boys, what? You gonna say something?
Oh, Tyreek Hill.
Oh, Tyreek Hill. Is he gonna wear number 10? Right. That's we know that 10.
Yes,
got it.
sir. Okay. Yes, sir.
He has to right now. Cedric Wilson has it.
Here we go. So all right, gentlemen, be good, be easy, have a good evening, and vaya con Dios.
Good night,
Thank you
fellas.
very much.
See you, man.